So these are pygmy date palms, and that's a queen palm. The big one's a queen palm, and the rest is shrubbery. Shrubbery. What do you think?
I think it looks nice. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
So the way we did those pavers with a little bit of quick cement underneath makes them sturdy. You can walk on them. They don't teeter-totter. Yeah. Pretty good for amateur gardening. I'm not a gardener. I just play one on TV. Hi.
Hi.
Ready to start a project?
Yeah.
So the project is we're gonna put some paver stone edging around the landscaping here in the front, and then we're gonna put some red pine nugget bark in there, and there's a few dead plants in the middle we're gonna take out, and then we bought some new plants to put in. The other day I trimmed the palm trees, and we've cleaned the landscaping. The grass has been mowed, and these are the stones we're going to put in. So they're 11.2 inch by 4 inch by 6 inch, and they'll just curve around right through here, all around. And then we got this no dig edging, landscape edging, and it's really unique. It has some of these metal these holes, and you put metal spikes in there, and it comes with spikes, but we're going to use these nails, galvanized nail spikes, so it'll be a lot stronger. And we're also going to put a bed of QUIKRETE cement down. First we put the edging down, and then with the spikes, and then we'll put sprinkle some of that QUIKRETE concrete there, and then we'll put the stones on top of it. So we'll show you later as we progress. There was a couple of dead shrubs we're going to remove and put in some of these new flowers we bought. And there's also a couple of ant hills. There's an ant hill right there, and there's this is an ant hill right here, and there's another ant hill over here. So we got some granules to treat the ant hills. So we're also going to put a little bit of the nugget bark around these little trees here, magnolia trees. Oh, and look what we have across the street, our dog park where we walk our dogs. So every night we will walk the dogs over there, and the dogs like it a lot. We like having the secluded dog area over there. It's pretty nice. But we're going to improve our curb appeal a little bit here today. It's pretty hot, so this might be a 2-day project. Yeah. Oh, so we trimmed the trees up the other day, and I'll show you. Here's the berries from the palm trees. These things we cut off. Don't really need those. I'm gonna kill some fire ant mounds. You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Hate those fire ants.
I have this fire ant shield mound destroyer. You take a little half a cup of this and you sprinkle it around and on it, and then you slowly pour some water on it, and it'll get rid of the fire ant. So, there's one right here, and this is right where we're going to work today. This is a little tiny one.
That one they dug right into the roots of a dead plant. We need to dig out. These are some of the flowers I'm going to put in. This is a tropical flower called a buttercup. And this right here is a bird of paradise. They bloom in the spring, so it's done blooming. And picked up this kind of pretty orange flower. And a neighbor at our townhome had given me those two and this one. They're gonna get put in the ground where some of these dead plants are.
So I got this no-dig landscape edging. You put this down along the outside edge, and this will go on the inside edge. But it comes with plastic stakes, and I got galvanized metal 8-inch stakes because they'll be a lot tougher. So I'm putting a stake every foot, curve it around, and go around over the corner of the house. But I'm realizing I probably should have bought 5 or 6 more stakes. So I could just put a few of these plastic ones in between to try to make up for it.
That's probably a good idea.
That'd probably be okay, right?
Yeah. Just, you know.
Otherwise I gotta go back to Lowe's and get some more.
Just do every like third one a plastic one and fourth one or something.
So that means I may have to pull out a couple of those and replace them with plastic ones. But for right now, I'm pounding them in only halfway, so I can make sure I'm getting my curve just right in case I want to move it and adjust it. They won't be all pounded in permanently yet.
Right.
So
That's probably a good idea.
And then it's got a connector piece where you connect the two ends together. And I was just looking for that. So this helps connect the two end pieces together because it was only 20 foot in a package and I'm trying to do like 30 feet or something. So we got this idea on how to do this from a YouTube video, and I'll link it in the description below because I thought it was a very unique and useful idea on how to do this. Because I was worried if you just put the stones and the lawnmower guy is going by, he might bump it and move the stones. So this way is a little bit more permanent, and you'll see later on when we put a little bed of cement down that it'll help keep the stones more in a permanent place. What you working on?
I'm working on digging up some dead plants. There's a few plants in here that didn't make it. So they haven't been attended to for a long time. So working on digging those up so we can replace them with some living plants.
And I'm working on this trim I said I was working on. Pounding it in with the stakes. I didn't pound those in yet because I wanted to make sure I had the contour just right. So I think I'm happy with the contour now, and I'm about to pound them in. I found another anthill in a bush over here, so I put anthill treatment on it. And Cindy, be careful, see all those ants down there?
Yeah, I know.
I think I'll put a little bit more of the ant killer there. So I got the contour going for this edging trim, and then in a few minutes I'm going to be working on the stones, and you'll get to see how that goes. When I got to the end there, I had to cut it off. So there's one sprinkler there that sprinklers this place. And then this plant doesn't belong with that plant. I think it accidentally turned into two plants there, so we're going to remove that taller one. and we got some palm tree food we're gonna put around the palm tree. So I got this hammer and I'm gonna pound in the stakes. Just pound these in. So I'll go around and pound all those in. I'll be right back. Now what you doing?
So I'm gonna fertilize the palm trees. I have my palm tree fertilizer, and the ratio is you go 3 feet up the trunk and then measure the diameter and then divide that by 2, and that's how many 8-ounce cups of fertilizer you put down.
But then there's 3 there, so you multiply that by 3?
I multiplied the diameter by 3 and then divided that by 2.
Okay.
So, sprinkle it about 2 feet, a 2-foot circle out around.
So now the edging is starting to take shape. So I use the QUIKRETE cement and smooth it down with a glove on my hand, and I smooth it around. You see that? And then I set the stones on top, and then after I have all the stones all in there, I'm gonna put a little bit of powder in between them, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some water on with the hose, and it'll set in there, and they should be a lot more stable, and they're not going to wobble if you step on one. The QUIKRETE cement really helps me get it level, you know, levels out all the divots. And check this out, I already put some red pine nugget bark there. I put some over here, some of this red pine nugget bark around this bush, and I put some around these trees. Looks a lot better now. And there's one over this tree here. Oh, here's the Fast Setting QUIKRETE concrete mix. Yep, that's what I got from Lowe's. And the red pine nugget, red pine bark nuggets, 2 cubic feet. Those are about $3.50 a piece at Lowe's. These stones are 11.5 inch by 6 inch by 4 inch, and actually 11.2 inch. And I got those at Lowe's. Those are only like $2.38 a piece, something like that. Those are going to look pretty nice, especially when we get the red nugget bark in there. It'll improve the curb appeal 100%, I guarantee it. So this already looks a lot better. What you think?
I like it. Yeah, it's looking really good.
How's the angry anthill going?
There's still a lot of live angry ants in that.
Well, most of them are dying off.
Yeah, I just don't think I'm quite ready to deal with them. Already got big one.
So I'm going to continue on making some more progress. This goes pretty fast. It only took me like half an hour to put all that edging in, and it'll probably only take me a half an hour to go around this with the bricks. So here's a progress report. I got it going all the way around here and over to there. And I'm gonna tell you, it's hot today. So it's 96 out, 93 or 94, something like that, with 83% humidity. So that makes it 106 feels like temperature. And what I'm doing is I'm working 15 minutes at a time outside, and then I go in the house and I spend 5 minutes in the AC under a ceiling fan on high. I sit down and I take a break, take my hat off, drink some cold water. So for every 15 minutes I work, I'm taking a 5-minute break in the cool AC. You know, it's kind of like those guys that were working on Chernobyl, because of the radiation, they only work 15 minutes at a time and they were done. So I'm pretending the heat is radiation from the sun maybe, and I'm only out 15 minutes at a time. Well, here's the finished product. All the stone pavers are in, all the nugget bark, pine nugget bark, and we planted some fresh flowers. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with these stone pavers, with the edging we did there. Came out really nice. Get back here and get a view of it. There's our landscaping project. All complete. So these are little buttercup flowers we put in. 1, 2, 3. These other flowers were still there, other plants. And we put a bird of paradise right there. And I can't pronounce the name of that one. Ixora, something like that. So these are pygmy date palms, and that's a queen palm. The big one's a queen palm, and the rest is shrubbery. What do you think?
I think it looks nice. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
So the way we did those pavers with a little bit of quick cement underneath makes them sturdy. You can walk on them. They don't teeter-totter. Yeah. Pretty good for amateur gardening. I'm not a gardener. I just play one on TV.